We're in the beautiful historic town of Stanley, perched under the Nut in the northwest of Tasmania, where there are so many incredible businesses. One of them is Angel Share. It's an old bank and they've turned it into a home for whisky, gin and some great homewares from around Tasmania. So, Angel Share, where'd you get the name from?
The Angel Share is basically the whisky that evaporates out of the cask over the time that it's maturing. And so it basically goes off to the angels.
Louise, so Angel Share was your idea, correct?
Well, had to, reinvent, and what better than all the finer things in life, really.
We bought this building back in '97. We were working on the mainland, but it was one of those things, as we're island people, we were going to come home.
When you left the state, what did you go and do interstate?
We chanced into television back in 1985. I went as a sound recordist. Louise ended up as a journalist behind the scene. Started off researching, of course, but then ended up in the executive level. In 2014, circumstances changed and we needed something to do. So with all the whiskies starting to get onto the crest of the wave and getting better and better, and Louise had a brainwave and said, well, wonderful segue from the work we're doing, from journalism into a whisky bar. And opened the doors the day they started filming The Light Between Oceans out here, which worked well for us because Michael Fassbender sat there and bought lots of whisky and drank lots of whisky. So start off with a really big name in the shop.
Was it a big transition for you to come back from what was a corporate career or a very strong media career to come back to a little community? How was that adjustment?
It was fantastic. I just kept pinching myself. It was so lovely to be home, and just the lifestyle, everything was so easy.
What is it about Circular Head and Stanley that you love most?
The community is fantastic. They look after each other, they look out for each other. You're one of the most diverse little shopping strips here at the moment that you'd ever seen in your life. Our shop is totally different to the shop up the road. Our product line is totally different to what you'll find in the pub.
Apart from Louise's brilliant idea, were you a whisky aficionado all along?
I used to drink whisky back in the 70s and then gave it up because of the way I used to drink it. A good whisky is a beautiful drink. You treat it like a good red wine or a good white wine. These whiskies are just beautiful, the Tasmanian product in particular, which is all we have in our shop is Tasmanian product. The whiskies in particular, wonderful. A lot of wonderful gins, just with all different styles and stuff. I'm not a gin drinker, but Louise is the gin queen.
Well, we've heard that you like the gins. Tell me about Tassie gins.
Well, they're beautiful. I mean, I don't stock anything that I wouldn't drink, so I have to pass a fairly rigorous test. And they're just unique.
What is it about hospitality and serving people and having that communication with people about something you love? What does that bring to you?
Hospitality is a wonderful thing. I would say it was the same as having been when I worked as a sound recordist. You meet people, you find out stories, you tell stories. This is a bit more where we've got to be the storytellers. And if you make them happy, and they walk out of here with a bottle of whiskey or a lovely gin or something, or a lovely piece of knitwear, and they go out with a smile on their face, that's what it's all about, is making people happy.